If you could go back to the first time we met, what advice would you give yourself regarding our relationship?
I mean, we were young, so like I was actually thinking about this earlier. Like, I think I ever thought like, am I ready to be in a relationship?
That's a big one too.
We just went in it. Like,
yeah.
Have you ever thought about that or no?
Hell yeah. We just kind of started going, and
I didn't even think about it.
Everything that comes along with it came along with it.
We had to like grow separately, without each other knowing sometimes.
Yeah, but I think that's important though.
Yeah.
Honestly, like even if you're in a unit isn't gonna work if two people aren't. Not content in themselves, but like if they're not okay with themselves.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
But as they were happening, it was definitely hard.
Yeah. So I think I would say that, like, girl, you're young, you know? And when we're younger, we just kind of accept a lot of things for what they are and just kind of move, you know, without thinking.
I think young people accept and romanticize a lot of things about relationships.
No, definitely.
Like
I would say that too. Like, it's not just flowers all the time and it's crying. It's, you know, being upset and mad and getting over it. Working through stuff.
Right.
Yeah. When do you think I need you the most, and why do you think that is?
When something's going on.
Yeah.
Just so, it's not that I think you need me, but I know it'd be nice to have something else to focus on. Yeah. You know? Some other energy, as opposed to certain things completely compounding at once. Maybe I could, you know, take some of that away.
Sing a jingle.
Sing a jingle.
Scream.
Yell.
Definitely took my mind off some things.
But I think that's it though. Whenever you need to like be elsewhere in a moment.
Yeah.
I think that's it. It's my turn.
Yes.
Okay. When have you seen me the most vulnerable, and what have you learned from it?
Sorry. I said sorry. I was getting emotional. Give me a second.
What happened? What happened?
Nothing. I just don't like thinking about it, but it was that
You good?
it was that night when you were just feeling really bad.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Hold on. Why are you crying?
It's okay.
I don't know. You just like think you're a bad person sometimes, and you're not. What was the question? And that night I just seen like, I don't know. It was just very vulnerable and like, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
I just never seen you like get that like in it. And just to know that that whole time you were like very vulnerable and like kind of alone. And you already know how I feel about like being alone with your thoughts and like not sharing them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I learned from that night that, I don't know, just to always check up.
Yeah.
Even if you feel like you're like doing fine.
Good.
You always say that though.
I
That's why I'm saying like,
Yeah.
you know.
Even though that happened though, I learned a lot from it.
I know.
I learned a lot from that. I know I'm not a bad person, but you know, as humans, we carry that. We carry the flip side. So I guess that was my hardest thing to deal with. Like wanting to be this version of myself that I want to be, but then seeing all the effects of the other side of myself, you know? But yeah, I'm good. Come on. I'm good. I'm good.
I know. What am I always carrying that I should let go of? Yeah.
Ooh. I think just the way other people around you affect you, I think you should not hang on to that.
Just let it go.
Just let it go. Welcome. That, if there's a better way to say that, I think like, for lack of a better term, what people think of you. I feel like there's a better way to say that though, because it's not necessarily what they think, but like the way other people's energy affects you. Yeah. 'Cause it can linger, you know?
Definitely.
I think that's the main thing though. Once you got that out the way, man, you're a bird. You can fly all the way up there. You just fucking...
Just go.
Just go. Yeah.
Just let
that's
it go.
the main thing though. Yeah.
All right.
I think so.
I definitely agree.
Yeah?
Yeah. Thanks, yeah.
What do you admire most about me?
I admire your confidence a lot. And your drive. Those two things, I think. I think that's what like is most of your energy. It's just like, let's just go do it. Let's do it right now. And just like,
That feels good.
just your drive and just your confidence in yourself and like your thoughts and your morals and your beliefs and just being like you're a nice example of energy that I admire.
That was beautifully said. Wow. A nice example of energy. You might have to write that down somewhere.
I got it.
Wow, thank you. My turn?
My turn.
Damn. I'll keep jumping the gun.
Why do you think we struggle with sharing our feelings?
Okay, no. We're both very emotional people, but I think if it's like, when it's within a relationship, even though it shouldn't be hard, because like you know your partner's with you and you know they're good,
Yeah.
myself, I don't want you to have any of my burdens.
Yeah.
I tell you that all the time.
All the time.
I don't want you to have my problems. If it's my problem, it's my problem, which I know is like the stupidest thing to say. But like, I don't know, being the way I am, or how I've been raised, or what I've learned, I can share. It's just a little different.
A little bit at a
It's
time.
a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I agree. It just takes us a while to like get to the point to actually talk about it, which I don't think is a bad thing. I feel like we both have to process things by ourselves and get to a point where we're willing to talk about it and like not be short-ended and like actually talk about the entire issue, you know, and like get all our thoughts together and not just speak off of anger, like sadness or whatever, and like try to actually understand each other.
That's why I try to avoid it sometimes.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes we need it.
Of course. You gotta feel what you feel in the moment.
Definitely. Last question.
Last question. How do you love me?
How?
How do you love me?
Just taking everything that you are, like the whole, like your whole identity and like everything that's affected you in your life, and just accepting it. And if I don't understand, like at least I listen, you know, or I try to understand, or I'm there with you in that moment, even if you don't need me to understand. And just loving you as a whole and accepting all your flaws and everything. I don't know.
As a human, I'm a bag of flaws.
As a human, accepting you as a human and that you're not just your physical form and you have many facets in your soul that are deeply intertwined and exciting to find out. All right.
Hi, Mériem here, producer and director at The Skin Deep. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to be a part of our community and stay updated with what is happening in our world, you can subscribe to our newsletter at theskindeep.com/subscribe. Thank you very much.